Dr Stead? What is it this time, Master Pony? I've just received an email from the Department of Health, Dr Stead. Oh, don't tell me. They've come up with a new initiative, something even more bizarre and stupid than the ones before. It's about the QCQ, Dr Stead. Oh, yes, the QCQ. Possibly the most overpriced and pointless organisation ever put on God's earth. Let's ignore everything that really matters about medical care and check everything that doesn't matter instead, and make a huge fuss if it doesn't comply to our pointless standards. Apparently, a GP has said bollocks to the QCQ. Well, good for him, that's what I say. The Department of Health has got to learn that they're not dealing with a bunch of kids. They're not dealing with people who can be just pushed around indefinitely. They're dealing with GPs. It was Dr Harry. What? Harry? Yes, he sent an email to Jiminy Simmons that said, bollocks to you, Jiminy Simmons, and it made Jiminy Simmons cry. Harry, eh? Made Jiminy Simmons cry, eh? He always was a bolshy little troublemaker. But perhaps you'd rather not beardy beatnik, a scruffy, subversive fatso, and his surgery isn't at all feng shui either. But perhaps you'd rather not be the one to deal with it, Dr Stead, given your views on the QCQ. What views? And their inspections. I'll tell you what my views are about inspections, Master Pony. Did I ever mention my son to you? I believe you may have referred to him, Dr Stead. Yes. Well, he was a snide little blighter. I used to inspect his bedroom to teach him discipline, and he never liked it. He wanted a BMX bike, and I wouldn't get him one because of his untidy room. My brother had a BMX bike. What's that got to do with it? Well, nothing really. We're not talking about your brother, Master Pony. No, Dr Stead. We're talking about my son. Yes, Dr Stead. Yes. Well, one day he published a poem in the school magazine entitled My Dad's Feet. He checks my room to see it's neat, and if my toys are in their box, but his room pongs of cheesy feet. The floor is strewn with unwashed socks, which smell the same as month-old kippers. The dog faints if it sniffs his slippers. Oh dear! The lines, as you can tell, are etched on my memory, and as if that wasn't bad enough, there weren't any potatoes for supper. No potatoes, Dr Stead? Yes, my wife presented this poem to me as soon as I came in the house. Isn't he clever, she said. I think it's jolly funny, and your feet are rather smelly, dear. Yes. What do you mean, yes? I mean, I'm listening, Dr Stead. Well, I thought it best to change the subject, so I said, what's for supper? And do you know what she said? No, Dr Stead. Pasta. She knew jolly well I don't like pasta. I only like potatoes. I see. Why aren't there any potatoes? I said. I'm afraid they're all gone, dear, she said. I think Rupert must have used them for a project of some kind. So I ran upstairs to ask him what the devil he was playing at, and the little perisher had stolen my slippers and put them in the middle of the floor, and all the potatoes were arranged round them with drawn-on faces, looking as if they'd fainted from the smell. I've never liked snide little inspection dodgers from that day to this. Yes, I understand. So don't you worry about Hairy, Master Pony. I'll sort him out all right. I'll give him an inspection he won't forget in a hurry.
Q-Poodle 6.
Thug, the mighty.
You're in big trouble, Q-Poodle 6. What are you doing here on Earth?
Oh, I was just...
You have been warned before not to interfere with the Earthlings. They're not supposed to know about us. You're going to give the whole game away.
But Thug...
Now I, the mighty Thug, have had to come all the way here to fetch you back. This was going to be my day off.
But Thug, there's an old lady here who's been invaded by hairclip monsters from Andromeda 3.
Hairclip monsters from Andromeda 3? There are no such things.
With respect, O mighty Tharg, there are such things. They get into a person's hair and take over a person's mind and make that person rearrange their house so that it's no longer feng shui.
Here we go. Feng shui again. You're obsessed with feng shui.
But Tharg,
When are you going to learn that feng shui doesn't matter? Nobody cares about feng shui.
but Tharg, feng shui is the harmonious principle that holds the universe together. Without feng shui, there would be chaos. We must all fight to preserve feng shui.
You're going to get my feng shui boots right up your feng shui arse in a minute, and there won't be anything harmonious about that.
No, Tharg.
And what about all this writing on the walls? Why have you been writing all over this old lady's walls?
Nobody can see the writing apart from her, Tharg.
That's not what I asked, Q-Poodle 6.
No, Tharg.
Well, why have you been writing on her walls?
It's, poetry, O mighty Tharg.
Poetry?
Yes, Tharg, I like to jot down the ideas as they come to me.
Poetry? That's worse than feng shui, that is.
Would you like to hear one of my poems, O mighty Tharg?
No!
The boy stood on the flight deck with his big dilithium crystals when a lovely Venusian girl walked by with a gorgeous pair of...
I hate this modern stuff. Give me something that doesn't rhyme or scan or make any sense. That's what I call poetry.
Yes, O mighty Tharg.
Now come on, let's get back to Mars.
But Tharg...
Not me, no buts.
But I can't leave now, Tharg.
Oh, yes, you can.
I've just managed to corner the hair clip monsters in the cupboard under the stairs.
Then leave them there.
But Tharg...
Now, this instant.
Yes, O mighty Tharg. I hear and obey.
Dad? Dad? Dad!
What?
Why are you so deaf? I've been calling you for 1,000,000 years.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was thinking about Grandma.
Grandma? What about Grandma?
Oh, she's been on the phone again. Apparently the aliens have moved all of her saucepans into her bookcase and her washing up liquid into her wardrobe. She says, can I go round and sort it out?
What, has Grandma got aliens? That's cool.
No, she hasn't really got aliens. She's just done it herself and then forgotten.
Done it herself? Why would she do it herself?
Well, because she's going a bit funny in the head. I don't know how much longer she can stay in that house on her own.
Where else can she go?
Well, if things carry on like this, well, I don't know. We'll have to think of something.
She's not coming to live here?
No, no, no.
If she comes here, I'm going to kill myself.
Jenny, she wouldn't even want to come here.
You always say things like that, and then it happens anyway.
Well, it's not going to happen anyway. She can't possibly come here.
I will kill myself.
Don't be ridiculous, Jenny. Of course you won't kill yourself.
I will. I'll commit suicide.
Well, she's not coming here, so there's no need to even talk about it.
Huh.
What were you going to ask me anyway?
Oh, yes. Why is your willy so small?
What?
Last time I saw you in the bath, there was no sign of it. All I could see was your great big pot belly.
Look, as a matter of fact, I've lost...
What's a normal length for a willy?
There's no such thing as normal. Everyone's different.
But you're abnormal.
No, just because I was sitting funny in the bath.
Subnormal.
It was probably below the waterline, hidden by some bubbles.
Don't think so.
Well, come on.
Come on where?
Well, we've got to go to Grandma's, like I was saying.
I'm not going. I'm staying here.
You can't stay here on your own, darling.
I'm staying here with Mummy.
Oh, she's going out to one of her evening classes. Manipulation, guilt trips and moral blackmail.
She's done that one already.
Yeah, well, this time she's teaching it.
Well, I don't want to go to Grandma's. I hate Grandma's. It's boring, and it smells funny, and she always makes me give her a kiss.
It doesn't do you any harm to see her once in a while. You haven't seen her since before Christmas.
Huh. Don't want to see her.
She might give you some money.
Oh. All right, then.